Hey guys, Chad from Six Blog again. After my video I did the other day showing me breaking in my new Bushbuddy Ultra stove, a couple of people kind of commented about the top-down burns, so I figured I'd go ahead and take it out here today and go ahead and do a top-down burn. So as you can see, I've already prepared some wood. I've got 16 ounces of water, and I have the same setup that I had the other day. Go ahead and take it out. I actually have a light load towel that I put around it now inside the cook pot. Don't absolutely have to have it, but I went ahead and just put it in there for the kick of it. So I'll go ahead and get my cook pot out. Said this is the same Snow Peak Trek 900 titanium cook pot, and this is the 4-dog stove titanium lid. This came with the it came with that frying pan lid, which some people may know what it is, and I wasn't a big fan of that, so I got this job here. And very good stove, very good lid anyway. So anyway, with the top-down burn, ideally what you do is you go ahead and load the stove first, then you build a fire on top of the wood that you've got loaded. Go ahead and get that going, and then you go ahead and put your cook pot on there, and ideally the wood that's underneath the fire will continue to burn, and you don't have to sit there and continue to feed it. Like I said, I don't really do that a whole lot because I enjoy sitting there playing with the fire, but I'll go ahead and do it again. So what I do is just start taking some sticks about the size of my pinky, something like that, just kind of layering across the bottom. You got to remember you want some airflow to come up through the bottom of this thing, so you don't want to completely occlude the bottom. You don't want to, just completely block off all the airflow that could come up from the bottom. So don't pack it in there super tight. And generally what I do is I put a layer going one way, and then I'll kind of put another layer going the other way. And just try to kind of get it in there a little bit loose. Just show you what I got so far. That's kind of what I have so far. So go ahead and put some more in there. These are just a little bit smaller than what I've already put in there. And you just really have to play around with this and kind of get an idea of how much works for you. It's actually been a while since I've done a top-down burn, so this is going to be experimental again. All the ones I've been doing, like I said, I enjoy feeding the fire. So anyway, I've kind of got that now. I think that'll be okay. At least we'll see. And you can see there's still room around it so that air can come up from the bottom and around the sides. So now what I want to do is I just have some dryer lint and some more of those little do-it-yourself fire starters. And what I'm going to do is just kind of get some of this dryer lint and sandwich the fire starter in the middle. Kind of put it right there. Go ahead and kind of get some little sticks here. Actually, I probably don't need to do this now. Okay, I'm back. I got my fire still now. And again, this is my Enzo Trapper 95. Maybe that camera's focusing in a little bit better than on my previous video. One person asked me, they didn't realize that these knives had the lanyard holes, and they don't all have the lanyard holes. From looking at the site, the only ones I've seen that really had the lanyard holes is the one that uses the steel, the N690CO, the D2, and the 01, and I think 12C27. All those other models, I don't think they have lanyard holes. So for some reason, this is the only one. But anyway, that's what it is there. So there we go. So we got that going. And as you can see, probably the lint was probably a little excess, but it's enough to kind of make sure that the fire starter here gets going. And that's what I want to make sure it gets going there. So we'll go ahead and take some of the little pieces and kind of build up, because what we want to do now is we want to make sure this fire is going good on the top, and then it'll burn its way down. And also, just in case you count it, I actually have 4 layers of sticks. There's 2 layers of kind of bigger sticks, and then there's 2 layers of slightly larger sticks, and then I'm building all this on top. So hopefully it'll be enough to get my water to a boil. Like I said, it's been a while since I've done a top-down burn, so we'll see. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on. And continue to put some more small sticks on the top. Make sure this is going good. And I'm going to go ahead and put the cook pot on. And I've got 2 cups of water inside the cook pot here. So we'll see how long this takes. Let's see. I'm using my watch. You probably can't see it, but I'm using my watch. I'm going to go ahead and time it just to see what I come up with. Maybe the wind won't kick up too bad. I'm going to say it might be a little bit slower process doing this top-down burn, just because it's going to take a little bit longer for all the wood and everything to get caught on good and to get a good flame going. And also, there might not be as much airflow coming up from the bottom and around all the fuel, the wood that's inside there, because doing just the traditional burn, you know, you're just throwing sticks in there, and it's not anything stacked up or anything like that, so there's plenty of room for air to come from all different directions inside there. There's actually a little more wind blowing out here today too. As you can see, the fire's kind of burnt down. It's not completely. There is still some fire in there, but it hasn't completely caught on. Okay, you can see the fire is going pretty good now. Looks like everything is kind of catching on circumferential inside there. And there looks like there's even a little secondary combustion going on inside there. It's 5 minutes and 15 seconds. Yesterday, or the other day when I did the first one, it took between 5 to 5.5 minutes to get a hard rolling boil. So we'll go ahead and check it now. I'm going to say with the slower burn and with the little more wind out here, it's probably not going to be quite as good. No. Right now it's steaming and there are little fish eyes on the bottom, but no kind of boiling going on really whatsoever just yet. May take about another 2 minutes or so, so we'll see. Like I said too, usually if I would do this, it's because I've got something else I'm doing. So the time would probably go by a little faster because I wouldn't be sitting there just watching it like I am now. You can see the wind's blowing pretty good right now too. It's kind of blowing that flame all around. So I'm losing a lot of heat by that. And that's a good point too. Just because it's a wood stove and it's got a little bit of a windscreen and stuff around it, they still recommend to use a good wind block when using this stove, just because it's beneficial. Just like with a alcohol stove or an Esbit stove, it's definitely beneficial to try and block some of the wind so the wind doesn't come through and steal your heat. So we're at 6 minutes and 45 seconds now. I'll check it at the 8-minute mark and see how it's doing. I can hear it now, so maybe it's getting pretty close. Here comes another good little wind gust too. Let's see. It's getting pretty close. We're at 7 minutes. It's 8 minutes right now. And it's just about there. Just kind of show you what we got so far. So you can see it's almost ready. As most of you probably know, you can hear the stove, the water in the stove kind of heating up and coming to a boil. So I can hear it. You probably can't pick it up on the camera, but as the wind's blowing the flame and stuff around, I can hear it coming, and then all of a sudden it'll stop. Oh yeah, there it is. Good hard rolling boil. And according to my watch, I'm at 8 minutes 56 seconds, so just under 9 minutes, so that's not too bad. Like I said, if I was to do this method, I would actually be doing other things, so I wouldn't be sitting there watching it. So that's not too bad, and you can see there's still plenty of flame, so that would keep burning for a little bit anyway. But anyway, that's it. If you have any comments, questions, just post them below. And again, I appreciate you watching. See you next time.